Nigel G, friend of the show, owner of a big fish. He gets a bass. Question for you all except Ross, which is useful because Ross isn't here. What's the best sporting photo you've ever seen? He does go on then to ask Ross a specific question, but clearly he's not here, so I can't ask him that. The best sporting photo you've ever seen, Stewie? I've got some. Do you want me to roll out? I think
yours is just over your right shoulder, isn't it?
Absolutely. This is the best sporting photo ever taken, which is Muhammad Ali standing over a stricken Sonny Liston in their rematch in the 60s when he just hit him with the famous anchor punch, which felled Liston early in that rematch, and he's standing over him, imploring him to get up, sucker. That, my friends, is the greatest sporting photograph of all time by some distance, taken by Neil Leifer, who also took another iconic picture from overhead. You've probably seen this as well. So it's the ring. Ali's just knocked out Cleveland Williams, and he's got his hands in the air like this, and you can see it from overhead. It's just like the perfect. You've got the kind of guy on his back in one corner, and Ali in the other corner with his hands raised. So two of the greatest sports pictures ever taken. I wanted to get that as an aside, Stu. I wanted to get that as a tattoo. I might take up my entire right arm. I had it designed, everything. Mrs. Heath kiboshed it. She said, "If you get that on your arm, I won't be seen with you in public." And as tempting as that was, I then had to turn down the tattoo, which I'd already, as I say, got designed, had lined up. I'd got some sessions booked in. Mrs. Heath,
I remember how close you were to getting to that. Yeah, yeah. Very serious about it.
Other great sporting photos. There's I don't know who took this one, but off the top of my head, there's I think it was 2013, the Athletics World Championships, where Usain Bolt had just won the 100 meters, and it was in a storm. And there's a picture of him crossing the line, and there's actually a lightning strike behind him.
Yeah,
the sort of thing that looks like it must be Photoshop, but it actually happened. That's another great sporting photo. Michael Jordan's last shot for the Chicago Bulls against Utah Jazz from behind, with all the Utah Jazz fans already with their head in their hands because they know it's going to go in because it's Michael Jordan. Excellent sporting photo.
Yeah, I think ones that capture kind of a crowd in the background, that kind of split second in time with kind of jaws dropped. Our very own Steve Waller's got a brilliant picture of that note with Vaz's save.
He did
recently against Middlesbrough, and you can, every time you look at it, you can spot a different person in the crowd's kind of reaction as they as the sort of situation unfolds.
Have you got any more to throw into the mix, Stu?
I'm trying to think if I'm like Derek Redmond, where his father helps him over the line. That's kind of like, anything that captures kind of a human interest, emotional story like that, I think is always special.
There's some great ones I remember as well. But the Miracle at Medina, the Ryder Cup, I remember because I was working that night, and that was back in the day when it was very hands-on with the paper, and trying to choose a picture to kind of encapsulate that for the front of the paper that night, given it was, all the emotion around it, winning it for Sevi Ballesteros. There was some amazing pictures around that as well. I remember one, which is the green as a hole, and I can't remember who sunk the winning putt, but it was literally like him with his arms in the air and everyone around the green kind of running towards him. So kind of mid-celebration. It was fantastic. Anyway, I could talk about sporting pictures quite a long time because I see a lot of them in this job and they are brilliant.